Good morning. It's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. This is a hot chai latte, and it is so good. Hits the spot. It's another cold day. It was, I think, 14 degrees when we left for church. I didn't look and see what the temperature was when we got home. But when I get around to editing this, I'll put the temperature up over there to let you know how cold it is here. It's supposed to get warmer this week. Okay. But I'm just contemplating something that I discovered yesterday. Something that I don't think has ever happened before. I do have records going back to 2018, so 6 years this didn't happen. So I really think this might be the first time. I was setting up my March calendar, and I have like records of average sales for the month and how much my channel has grown and how much I made from my blog last month and just figures like that. I also put in how many items I have in my yarn stash in Ravelry, the total pounds, and how many items I have in inventory, and the total. That inventory is getting out of control. I hope the craft shows go well this year. I need to clear out some inventory. Okay. But when I went to update my stash numbers for my yarn stash, they were exactly the same as last month. I did not pull any yarn from my Ravelry stash. Now that's not to say I didn't add yarn to the scrap bags that I'm working on, because none of this yarn here is in my Ravelry stash. And I have 3 trays, either the top of a paper box, those 2 and the big cardboard trays that strawberries come in. I have 3 of those with rather large cakes of yarn from left over from other projects. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4. It's projects 4 cubbies, milk crates type things that have yarn in them that's not in the Ravelry stash. So I didn't get any yarn out of my stash. One of my goals is to work that stash down. Didn't make any progress in February. Well, I made progress. I used up a few from around here, but that was just like, whoa. And I went back and I looked through. I have a file in my Google Docs, a spreadsheet that has each month from January 1st, 2018 up until March 1st, 2025 that says how many items I had and the pounds. Still about the highest it's ever been. So need to work it down. We don't want one of those stash exceeding life expectancy issues. We want to get this manageable. It'd be nice if I just had this back here and I could see maybe a tote or 2 here or there. I don't know. I'm working on it. Okay, what else have I been working on? Well, setting up my calendar, setting up my plan for March. And I just realized there's a logo on the top of this that I want to cover up here. This is my checkoff sheet for this week. I need to check off to finish 1 kit. I was working on the Highland cow last night. The head on that thing goes up to 54 stitches. And then there's multiple rounds at 54. And it's tiny yarn and a 2.5 millimeter hook. Oh, man. Not my cup of tea. This is my cup of tea. 3 posts on Instagram. I think I have an idea for one this morning. 3 posts on my Penguin Place Crafts Facebook page. I could probably just use the same picture that I'm going to use for Instagram. Put that over there. It used to be that anything that I shared on Instagram would automatically post on my business page, and something changed. So now it posts on my personal page instead of my business page, and I haven't been able to figure out how to fix that. I would prefer that it post on the business page, but I'm not techie enough to fix that. Okay, do 3 1/3 inches on Trudy's Afghan. Yep, I have to work on that. Do a new Etsy listing. I got an idea for that one. Update 3 other Etsy listings. That's like the platypus up there. She's not listed on Etsy yet. But I do have a platypus listing. So if I added her to that listing, that would give me a box to check off. A blog post. I can fill that box in. I started a blog post yesterday about the Grand Ami Venture. Just explaining a little bit, giving links to some of the patterns that I'm going to be using. I found the pages that my granddaughters gave me. Okay, and then there's one more. To make a video of one of my Battle of the Scrap bags. I've got, I think, 3 or 4 more pictures to hunt down for bag 3, and then I'll be working on bag 3. Okay, the Grand Ami Venture. I found it. I had given this page, actually there were like 6 pages. There were about 8 pages. A couple pages that showed the yarn that I have in my stash to give an idea of some of the colors that were available. And then for 6 pages, I would show a picture and say, okay, there's the cute little dino. We need a color, a main color, accent color, spike color, if it's different from the accent color, and cheek color. So my granddaughter Sophie picked out the colors for that dinosaur. She thinks the dinosaur should be pink. The accent color should be yellow. The spike color should be green. And the cheek color should be red. So I am going to put I don't know if there's 12 or 13 different summaries that they did for me here. And put them on a spinning wheel of names and let that pick out which one I'm going to work on first. But first I have to finish up a few more of the works in progress that I have up on my chair. When I was cleaning things up last night, I was like, oh, I forgot about that one. Oh, I forgot about that one. So maybe I should have another checkbox on here. Finish off one work in progress. Because there's a laundry basket, a little oval laundry basket, maybe 18 inches high, 2 feet long, out by my chair. And I don't want that overflowing. I want to keep it tidy. So last night, I did finish up one item from Scrap Bag 17. Scrap Bag 17, okay, put the picture up there, just red and green sparkly yarn. Did I tell you? This is just so good. I like chai lattes. Okay. See the red sparkles? I made a mushroom boy. So the pattern may look familiar because I think with the last bag of scrap yarn, I made one from the camo. So I was trying to put this one into inventory. And I went to play food because I figured, okay, mushrooms are probably in the play food category. Didn't see a mushroom boy in there. It's like, I know I have one because I know I just made one. There should be one here. So I searched my inventory, all 700 and something lines of it, for mushroom. And I find out that some of my mushroom items I have under plants and some I have under play food. I think mushrooms need a category of their own. So when I did find it under plants, this guy was not listed. But this guy was. Oh, that's washing out. Those are really bright colors. There we go. Get it closer. That'll show it. That's almost as bright. So, now that I have, hey, don't be shy. Show your cute little face. Hey, 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 hey. Come on. I know you're trying to hide with your camo, but be sociable here. So now that I have 3 mushroom guys all made up, it's time for them to have their own Etsy listing. So I'm going to get pictures of those 3. And since I'll be getting a picture of all 3, then I have a good picture to put on Instagram. My plan is coming together. Yes. Organization. Get stuff done. Don't procrastinate. It's only the 2nd of the month. We'll see how quickly that enthusiasm and get it done attitude lasts. Yep. But it was fun going through and seeing the different colors that my granddaughters have set up for me. One of them is one of my favorites, Tanner, the mini Triceratops. And these are just random pictures from Ravelry. I probably should have, here I am showing other people's projects. I cut their names off when I took the picture. But I just wanted to give them an idea of, okay, here you can use like a solid color for the dinosaur and do different color for his feet and all. Well, my granddaughter Aaliyah said, this will be a silly one. She wants the body color to be green, the bottom of the arms and the legs to be light blue, the frill to be light pink with a light purple edging, and 2 different colors for the horns. 1 yellow horn, 1 white one. I'm thinking maybe she's thinking like the horns up at the top of the head make 1 color and the horn on the nose make another color. So that is going to be an interesting one. I'd like to make that one soon. For the Ballerina Kitty, she wants me to make a white cat with a teal dress and dark blue stripes on the dress. Okay, that'll be cute. If you've ever seen, okay, Amagurumi to go. What is her name? Sharon Ojaya? I'm not quite sure of the name, but she has a lot of free patterns on her website. One of them is called The Little Bigfoot Puppy. And I like that one because it does work up really cute in patchwork colors. For this one, head, turquoise. Body, light pink. Muzzle, turquoise. Okay. Going for the head and muzzle all 1 color. That makes sense. Arms, blue and pink. Tail, brown, ears purple and yellow. These are just going to be fun. It's going to be fun to work on these. I think I just got some from my two oldest granddaughters. There's another granddaughter who lives locally, who is 4.5, going on 8. She's a doozy. She's a smart little kid, and she's gotten to the point where she's very particular about coloring. She colors very precisely stays inside the lines, which for a 4-year-old, that's a little bit unusual from what I've seen, but she likes colors, she likes artistic things. So I want to send her a couple of pictures and say, here, can you color this one in for me? Make up some color choices for me so that she can get in on the Grand Ami venture too. I think I have 2 or 3 patterns where I have a sketch on my computer. I know I do for the Elaiosaurus, but I think there might be some others where I sketched up or had my husband sketch up, because he draws better than I do, an outline of the finished item so that you can just color in the different parts of it. Okay, that's it. I mean, not much as far as finishes are concerned. I did spend a lot of time on the computer yesterday, updating my inventory. A whole month worth of updates in one sitting. Why? Why do I let things accumulate like that? Because there wasn't any craft show to really make changes to it. Now, since the craft show is this Saturday, I'm probably just going to print off the inventory, and then after the craft show, hopefully I will have 20, 30 items to cross off. So then I will have to print myself a new one. And then 2 weeks after that, I have another craft show. Maybe I can cross off another 20 or 30 lines. Oh, it would be nice if it was like Street Fest, where I could cross off 100 lines in one shot. That was nice. Clearing out that much inventory. In a way, it's like, well, a lot of my best sellers went, and then, okay, I've got to remake these. But just being able to take so much off my inventory. Yes. Wish they were all like that. If every show was like Street Fest, where I sell over 100 items for $1,000 in sale, I'd have a hard time keeping up. I'd be running out of stuff. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Okay. Time to finish my wonderful joy chai latte and go out and make dinner. It's Sunday. You know it. Chicken's in the crock pot. I think today I may just make up like a rice pilaf to go with it, and then make up a veggie tray, because we have fresh cucumbers, we have sugar snap peas, and I always do carrots. So I think if I had a plate of all those veggies, that would suffice as the vegetable. Yep. Sounds like a plan. This week, I've pretty well got my meals already planned out for me, because I think it was Friday night after my husband went to bed. I sat there and, okay, I could make this, and I'm thinking of what I've recently purchased, what we need to use up, what I've got in the freezer, and I made up a list of about 10 different meals. Royal subs, shot to the top. I had picked up capicola, lunch meat when I was shopping, and we had Italian sausage in the fridge. And he's like, what's a royal again? I'm like, oh, that's a capicola, Italian sausage, lettuce, tomato. Oh, we haven't had that in ages. So we had that on Saturday. But he went through and he marked everything from 1 to 5, where 1 is yes, I want to have this. And 5 is, don't really want this. I don't know if there were any 5s on the list. I think they were all like 1, 2, and 3. So I have a list of what he wants to eat for like the next week, all marked up already. Yay! So that's more time to play with yarn today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.